All right. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in to another live Cocky Talk with Chuck and the Deal Maker. The Deal Maker will be along here in a little bit. He is traveling back from Georgia, I believe, so he will be back. He will be on here momentarily. So tonight we're just going to talk a little bit. We're going to do a little bit of recruiting. We'll talk a little bit about that. We're going to talk about LaNorris Sellers. If y'all saw my latest video the other day, I put out about him and his loyalty to South Carolina. We'll talk a little bit about that, get Jordan's take on it, and get y'all's opinions as well. And we can also talk a little bit about the new Steele magazine that I got in the mail the other day, or yesterday, actually. I had a chance to read a little bit of it. I haven't read it all yet, Scott, so you probably will get a very in-depth analysis tonight about the Steele magazine, but we'll talk a little bit about it. We'll talk a little bit about South Carolina, what Steele had to say a little bit about that. Like I said, hopefully Jordan will be here soon, and we can get this party started. Watching some of the College World Series. Arkansas and LSU is currently tied 0-0 in the bottom of the third. I'm pulling for Arkansas. I don't want LSU to win because the simple fact that what's his name? Oh, man. What is the dude's name that transferred from South Carolina? He's on the LSU roster playing for him. I can't think of what the guy's name is now, but anyway, he's on the Tigers, and I'd rather him not win a national championship. That way, he can be able to talk shit to the Gamecock fans, because the Gamecock fans give him a lot of crap, transferring from South Carolina to go to LSU, and I just don't want to see him win. I don't want to see him win a national championship with LSU. There you go, Deal Maker. Yeah, I know, Scott. It's only 350 pages, but I only get a little bit of time at work to read. So I get about 45 minutes to an hour a day in between my couple breaks I get. So 350 pages is a lot of pages to read, and I'm not a very swift reader. But anyway, let me go ahead and welcome the Deal Maker on and get him here. What's up, Jordan? How you doing, buddy?
What's happening, gentlemen, ladies? Children of all ages, how are y'all?
Okay.
Can you hear me?
I can't hear you, but you can hear me. I don't know how that's working.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, shoot.
Scott, can you hear me?
No, I cannot hear you.
No, I'm talking to Scott. Scott Collins.
Holy cow. Oh my God, I'm not a technical person either. Let me see. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, I had to change something in my settings.
All right, Scott said he can hear me.
Oh yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you because I got to play it on my phone. I wanted to make sure I had my sound right, but apparently I couldn't get my sound right. I had to turn something off.
What's up, P Digits? What's up, Scott? How's everybody?
Yep. I had it coming through my headphones, which are not hooked up, so I had to go in there and change it. What's up, P Digits? So how was your trip back home, man?
Oh, about a 5-hour ride. Just been in Georgia, getting prepared for our next auction. That'll be July the 18th. Anybody wants to join in? WorldNetAuctionsLive.com. Welcome to look us up online and see what we all about.
There you go. So if you need any kind of farming equipment, tractors,
no, mainly construction equipment, 18-wheelers, day cabs, sleepers, walking floors, low boys, anything to do with construction. If it's yellow, we sell it. And if it's green, we dirty and mean with it. We got it all.
There you go. So if anybody knows anybody, pass that along and support Jordan's company or his family's company, I think it is. So there you go.
Yes,
so yeah, like I was saying before you come on, we're going to talk a little bit. I know we didn't get a chance to talk last week about recruiting. I know you wanted to touch on that some. We'll talk about that, talk about LaNorris Sellers, and of course, touch a little bit on the Steele magazine, some of the things.
Home run, Arkansas. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Okay. We'll talk a little bit about Steele and his some of his takes on South Carolina this year. So, yeah, that's the plan for tonight. And if you got anything else you want to add, we can talk about that as well. And everybody in the chat, make sure you guys are hitting that like, subscribe to my channel, subscribe to Jordan's channel if you're not subscribed already. Like I said, let's be active in the chat and have a good show tonight. So,
well, you started off. Where you want to go with it?
I guess we're going to talk about recruiting a little bit. I mean, that's the topic. Right. Recruiting. I know we got a good shot of landing a 2026 quarterback in Landon Duckworth. He is down to South Carolina and Auburn.
Hadn't we been down this path one time?
With him?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. He was committed to South Carolina at one time, and then he backed off, which I don't blame the young man. I'm not mad at him for doing it because if you think about it, he committed back in 2024?
I think it's 24, yeah.
That's like 2 years down the road. I mean, you can't – when people commit super early like that, I don't put a whole lot of stock into that offer or that commitment holding. I mean, that's 2 years is a long time. A year, I guess you say a year and a half is a long time. Just decisions is going to be changed. You're going to change your mind. You're going to have other teams come at you and offer you. So when he decommitted, I wasn't as mad about it because, like I said, it's still plenty of time. Still plenty of time to get the young man back in the fold. And Beamer's got us. And Beamer's got us in the fold with him again. So
okay, all right. Can I interject my opinion here?
Go ahead. That's what it's here for.
All right. First of all, the young man's from what? Jackson, Alabama. Is that right?
Yep.
Something like that. Jackson. Never been there. Don't know where it's at. But here's the deal. You're 15, 16. Well, you're 16 years old. Let's just round it about. You're 16 years old. Uh-huh. You're getting offers from all over the place. You take official visits. You take unofficials. You go to camps. This, that, and the third. Well, as a father, just like yourself, I'd look at my son and say, hey, you sure you want to leave Alabama and go a few states over to South Carolina? Or would you just rather explore more options? I think it shows a lot of immaturity. Not saying, what's up, Brockley? Not saying that the young man can't play. I'm not downing him. He's a kid. But at some point, you've got, man, come on. You've got to have a little bit of maturity direction behind you. If you commit, all right, you're a Marine, right?
Mm-hmm.
The day you signed the dotted line, could you change your mind? Let me answer that for you. No, sir.
Did I or could I?
I said, could you?
Well, you got until you ship off the basic training, you can change your mind. Yeah.
Okay. But the day you leave, no, it's over.
Yeah, once you go back to the processing station for the second time and you actually take the oath of enlistment, no, you can't change your mind.
That's what I just think it's the world we live in. I disagree with it. I don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
But, hopefully we get the young man. But if we don't, it's not going to shock me. I mean, we've been there, done that, got the T-shirt and the hat to go with it,
Yeah. I think we got a good shot at landing him, getting him back into the mix with this recruiting class. I just don't see. I mean, I don't know what would draw him to stay in Auburn. Maybe close to family, maybe. But I really like South Carolina's chances with the young man. I really think he will fit in, get him into the strength and conditioning program, put a little weight on him because he looks a little thin. I don't know what his measurables are right off the top of my head, but to me, he looks a little thin. So maybe get him into the strength and conditioning program, get a little weight on him, get a little muscle, and I really think he'd be a good fit for South Carolina. Now, like I said, will he leave the state of Alabama to come to South Carolina? I can't answer that. I hope so, but we shall see.
Well, I mean, where is Jackson, Alabama exactly? Do you know?
I ain't got no atlas.
Okay. Well,
hold on, I'll tell you. I mean, it's probably. Hold on, I'll tell you. Go ahead, just talk. I'll find it for you.
My thing is this, spending the last few days in Gainesville, Georgia, which is different than Athens, different than Atlanta, obviously. I understand, obviously, Georgia, Florida, Alabama, the DMV area are huge recruiting areas for South Carolina. And it's not that far away. Now, if you tell me where Jackson is, it might put a cap on what I'm about to say. Where exactly is Jackson?
It's about an hour north of Mobile.
Okay.
I would say roughly about an hour north of Mobile.
Okay, so right now from Columbia, South Carolina, he's about 7 hours away, right?
Probably
7 to 8 hours away. Now that I understand why he decommitted, but again, don't commit and then back up. You know what I'm saying? I just don't like it. But going back to my original point, you can leave the eastern side of Georgia and be in Columbia or Clemson in 45 minutes at the most. Yeah. And that's a huge recruiting area for us. I get it. Alabama, yeah, we picked up a few here, there, and yonder. But at the end of the day, my opinion is, as a young man, young athlete, or young woman athlete, don't commit until your senior year. Weigh your options. There's no need to get fan bases involved, money involved. Just hold your cards close to the chest. That's my opinion.
I got you. Yeah, I'm trying to see about how far he is from Auburn. I mean, it's probably way closer, but I mean, I don't know how far. I don't know where Auburn is in the state of Alabama.
But while you're doing that, I will say, I hate Atlanta. I hate driving to, around, or through Atlanta.
Yeah, Atlanta sucks.
Yeah,
I used to have to take that drive about every week, man, from Augusta to Atlanta.
And getting there is no problem. I mean, it doesn't take but a couple hours. Yeah. But once you're there, I mean, if you got 20 miles to go, you might as well go ahead and bank on an hour and a half.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Hell, the traffic was backed up this weekend, too, because some dude jumped off the bridge there in Atlanta.
Well, I actually
committed suicide.
I went up to Clemson, to Anderson, and I went down the toll road to go into Georgia. And it was a whole lot better time going that way.
Oh, yeah. I would say Auburn from Jackson is probably about 2 hours, two and a half hours, maybe.
Okay, let's talk about overall South Carolina recruiting. I've heard a few people that were losing their mustard over the fact that I think 60-some ranked. Y'all let the man do what he does. Let the man now and just pull back on the reins just a hair. Let the man do what he does. Okay, has he let us down yet? Let me answer that for you. No. And he might not go after 18 prospects fresh out of high school. Heck, he might only go after 12 and then pick the rest of them up through the portal. Let the man do what he does.
Yeah. Now you said somebody said we're 66. What side is that? Because I'm looking at On 3 and they have us at, for the 2026 class, they have us at 16th. So,
well, I know about 3 weeks ago we were in the 50s or 60s.
Yeah. Well, we picked up the twins
We picked it. We
Aiden
got
Harris
it.
and Andrew Harris. So,
And you know, all I could think about when we got the twins, Jasper and Casper.
oh yeah, we've had what, 3 sets of twins, 4 sets of twins.
Yep, but that's all I could think of, Jasper and Casper.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
Brinkley boys.
one of them plays defensive line and one plays on the edge. So, so got a good group there. I think they're from North Carolina. Yeah, they're from North Carolina.
Yeah, well, they ain't far from our.
Yeah, I mean, they're right there on the border.
Yeah.
Yeah, so not really, I guess you can say North Carolina, but it's like right there on the line almost. But yeah, On 3 has us at a 16 overall national ranking for the class of 2026. It just depends on which service you go by. I don't, like you said, Beamer's, we in good hands with Coach Beamer. We're gonna have a top 25 class, top 20 class when it's all said and done.
And
whether it's through, like you said,
I give Beamer
getting through the high school rankings.
I give Beamer fits, and everybody knows that, and rightfully so. I mean, I told him to his face the other day. I was like, I give you fits, and he was like, "Oh, I know." And I'm like, "Listen," but he understands. That's part of the job. We all work, we all make money, we give our money to our university. He has to take that criticism. That's part of the job. And at the end of the day, even if you go back to 2009, 10, 11, he was our head recruiter, people, when Spurrier was in town. The man knows what he's doing. It's him saying dumb stuff and acting like a kid on the sidelines what pisses me off.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to leave football for a second. And let's talk about baseball. Well, I see people all over online losing their mustard again. All these players entering the transfer portal. Well, I have but one thing to say. Good riddance. Okay?
Uh-huh.
We were worse and worse. We couldn't have beat a John Brown American Legion team this year. I mean, let's be honest.
Yep.
So you wanted the man fired. Okay, they didn't fire him, which there again, I told you they wasn't going to fire him, which I don't think he needs to be fired. All right, he's cleaning house. Well, now you're mad about that. So, I mean, which way do you want it? Let him do what he does. And the man's got a proven track record. Is he old? Absolutely, he's old.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, so is my daddy. But he's still hell of a good at what he does.
Yeah, I agree with you. You got to let him have a couple of years. I mean, he's only signed a 5-year deal, I think it was.
Yeah, it's 5 years.
So I mean, let him see what he can do. Usually, year 2 and 3, he's proven that he can turn a program around.
In talking about his past history, yes, about year 3, that's when he really steps up to the plate.
Yeah, and we've actually landed quite a group of transfer portal players.
We have
a bunch of pitchers. I don't know really off the top of my head who they all are. I didn't, write them down or keep track of, but I know we've gotten quite a group of pitchers. One from USC Upstate. We got a player from, was it Purdue?
Purdue. Yep.
Yep. We got a player. He's not a pitcher. But
what frustrates me the most about the baseball program is how far we let it go in the tank before we made a change. That's what frustrates me.
Okay. Whose problem was that? Or whose fault was that?
Whose fault was that?
Yeah.
Simple. I would say that was Ray Tanner's fault.
Exactly. And I think that's why people are frustrated about it. I don't think it's the fact that we hired Father Time. to be the baseball coach. I think it's a simple fact that Ray Tanner saw. I mean, he had to see it going in that wrong direction, and him being the type of coach that he was, a legendary coach, a national championship winning coach. Yeah, he didn't step in to, fix it. I mean, you more in tune with the program as far as.
Okay, all right. Here's what I want to tell people, and I want everybody to understand this. As the athletic director, your focus is not on one program. Okay, do you know how many programs he was in control of inside of the University of South Carolina? A lot. The man has sleepless nights, long conversations at 2 a.m. The man's in an airplane every other day. It's not an easy job, people. It's not an easy job.
Yeah.
Did he make mistakes?
That's not what I'm saying.
He made mistakes. He's made mistakes. But let me ask anybody this. Yeah, he didn't hire Don Staley. We all know that. But guess what he did do? He got rid of Frank Martin. He got rid of Chad Holbrook. He got rid of Mark Kingston. He got rid of Will Muffdump. So it's not like he wasn't trying. But how many of y'all go to work every day and do a flawless job? Let me answer that for you. Nobody.
Yeah, I mean, you're right.
Nobody. The man's got more on his plate. Well, he used to have more on his plate than any one of us could handle. And you might say, well, damn, you make him $1.6 million a year. You ought to be able to handle it. Well, guess what? Go stand in those shoes one time. Go stand in those shoes one time and see how you like it.
Yeah.
Now, it pisses me off. It's almost like he's sitting at a big desk, like The Apprentice, and they come in every other day for an evaluation. No, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. Not only is he managing and supervising the coaches that he's making less money than, mind you,
yeah,
that he's also working with the president of the university, the guidance counselors of academics. Y'all, that is a hell of a task. A hell of a task.
I'm trying to look up and see what I'm gonna look up and see if I can find the transfer portal for the baseball team while you carrying on. What's up there, Big Barney Ross?
What's up, Barney?
You say Kentucky has done well in recruiting in baseball.
Barney, I do want to ask you one question. Just out of curiosity. How does it feel to watch Louisville be more successful? I want him to give me an answer to that.
They're out of it now, ain't they?
Yeah. Yeah, they out now. But it wasn't until yesterday.
Let's see here. Transfer portal tracker for South Carolina.
But you know what? I'm going to change the subject a little bit from Ray Tanner to how about the Conway, South Carolina, Coastal Carolina, Chanticleers, baby?
Yep, they won today.
Yeah, hell, they didn't just win. I mean, the damn game was over in the damn top of the first.
Yeah, they in the finals, ain't they?
Oh yeah, they're in. They reset. They're going. Yeah, Saturday it's the best of 3, and we'll find out. Well, depending on what happens tonight, we might find out tonight, or we might find out tomorrow night.
Yeah, if Arkansas wins, we go tomorrow night. If LSU wins, it's LSU and Coastal.
Yep, and I would rather play LSU than I would Arkansas. I'm just going to be honest.
Yeah.
As a Coastal fan.
Yeah. Well, I'm definitely not pulling for LSU since our boys out there on the field for LSU.
P Digits, that was the 26th win. If they win it all, that would be 20, but they have to do it back to back. That would be 28 in a row.
Yeah, they 26, right? 26, 27?
26.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
they win.
I don't know if y'all understand, but Chuck knows where I live. I can be literally in Conway in less than 45 minutes. Now, it's going to take me about 20 more minutes from Conway to get actual to the main campus. And they call it Conway, but it's really in between Surfside and Myrtle is what it is, where it really is. You know where I'm talking about on 501, where it's at. You know where it's at.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've had the seven pitchers from the transfer portal. So he looks like he's revamping the pitching rotation, bringing in some different guys.
And listen,
So
I'm in agreement with it. All right, what Big Barney say? South Carolina was more successful in the last 3 years. Now all of a sudden Kentucky beat South Carolina in basketball. Then baseball, I kind of feel like that. Laugh out loud. All right. All right. I mean, you got a point. Kind of. But can I ask you a question?
I'm sure he's meaning.
What the hell is your point?
I'm sure he's meaning men's basketball
Gotta be.
because they can't beat us in women's. He did say go Postal Coastal.
Damn right. Does anybody know what a Chanticleer is? Can y'all answer that?
Well, I can, but I don't know
know
if
you
they can. Huh?
Scott Collins says Coastal's about to have as many championships as South Carolina has. You're right in baseball.
Yeah. Yeah, if they win this one, they will have 2. And that's
All right,
that's pretty good. If they win this, it'd be 2 for 2.
Yep.
They've
2
been to
more
the
than
College World
Clemson. Pete
Series.
just says 2 more than Clemson. Yeah, you're right.
This will be the second. This will be the
Lee's
second.
got a good point here. Let's not forget how big of a mess Kingston left us in. Exactly my point, Brock. See, I think Brock's on my page. Let the old man cook and see what he's got. I mean, hell, Steve Spurrier was past his prime. We hired his ass. Let him cook.
Yeah. But yeah, Coastal's been to the College World Series the second time. If they win, that'll be 2 in a row. So
it is a rooster, P digits.
Yep.
It is a rooster. Now, we almost won 3. We made it to the championship the 3rd year in a row. We almost did 3 in a row.
We lost to Arizona.
God, don't remind me.
And you know why we lost?
Yes, I know exactly why we lost.
Why?
In my opinion?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because of our pitching rotation.
I think that had something to do with it. I think that was the downfall of our hitting. We could not play any small ball against Arizona. We wasn't getting the hits that we've been getting the previous years.
But do you remember what's his name?
And
we pitched him in the first game and took him out after 3 or 4 innings. And then supposedly he could come back, but he tweaked. God, what was his name? But you're right. Our hitting, we couldn't play small ball, which Kingston couldn't play small ball. You and I went round and round and round about that. We're in agreements. And that's when Ray left.
Yeah. And that I think that's the biggest contribution to why we couldn't beat Arizona. Arizona could lay down the bunt successful. They played that, base to base small ball. They had that small ball mentality, and we couldn't do it offensively.
No, and I think Monty Lee. I don't give a rat's behind who don't like Paul Maneri. I think you're smoking crack if that's what your opinion. But minor league is the worst damn thing we ever did with our program. I'm sorry. You're not going to convince me any different.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think we need to get him out of there. He has done nothing for the program, it seems like to me.
No, I mean, shit. You ought to listen to his damn theory of hitting.
Yeah.
To him, a damn walk is as bad as a strikeout. And I'm like, what?
No.
What? Hey, play Brad Pitt Moneyball, bro. Get your ass on base.
Yep, you got to find your way on base any way you can. P. Diddy said chicks dig the long ball.
No, they dig the long bat.
Oh Lord, I guess so. But anyway, back to baseball. I mean, like you said, like we talked about earlier, you got to give him a little more time. Don't fire him right away. Let him do his thing. See what he can do year 2 and 3. And if it hasn't gotten any better, then I may be off that ride.
And you know what?
That's just me.
I don't have to reiterate this. Everybody knows that we communicate every day. And we do disagree with some things, but most things we see eye to eye on. Where's all the damn fans 2 years ago that Lamont Paris was the greatest thing in South Carolina men's basketball history? And now all of a sudden they want to fire us behind it. Y'all go stick your head in a damn bucket somewhere. Damn.
Yeah. I'm not on that train either. So
no, I mean, shit, be realistic. And I mean, I get it. Listen, I'm a fanatic too. I watch whatever season it is. I'm pulling for my team, and I watch teams like the Voltards or shit, Ole Miss, and I'm like, damn, why can't we do that? Vanderbilt, the damn Whistler, whatever. And I go, damn, why can't we be good at all sports at all times? But let me ask you this question. How many programs are? None.
Yep.
None.
Yeah, definitely. I'm not definitely on the fire Lamont train either. So,
shit.
But give him in there a couple more years. Let him get his crew in there, his players. Because think about it. I mean, when he came in, he was behind the 8 ball because he didn't have his own players. He inherited.
No, I mean, he was hired late.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't have a chance to recruit. I don't think he had a chance to do any portal stuff. So, I mean, he to me kind of was hired and like I said, put behind the 8 ball.
Yeah, what's the old saying? A lame duck. He was a lame duck.
Yeah, you can't expect him to come in there and overnight turn trash into treasure, or trash into gold or whatever. He got he got what he had, and he did the best he could with what he had. And now that season's over, and he is going through his recruiting process, going through the transfer process or transfer portal process, and getting his guys in. Give him another two years and see what he can do.
Yeah, but what I hope is by the end of year 3, we're going, all right, we see where this is going. And if he wants to walk away at the end of year 5, so be it. That's his decision at his age. But if he don't, and we've righted the ship, hey, if we can make it to a damn super, shit, I'll be happy with that for the next year or 2.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a damn shame that a Sun Belt team right there in Conway, South Carolina, again, I can be there in 40-something minutes, has a team. I'll be honest with you. If they lose, it shock the piss out of me. It would shock the piss out of me. That team is clicking on all cylinders, and I don't know if y'all have ever been to that campus, been to their football field, baseball stadium. Y'all, this is what you would see at your local American Legion, okay? Your Legion teams. Seriously. And this is what they've done. So why the hell can't we do it with the money we got?
Yeah, the facilities, the money, the support, the backing, the conference brand, if you want to throw that in there. Why can't South Carolina get back to where they were? We'll see. Time will tell. We'll see if he's got it in him, and if he does, there'll be a lot of people come crawling back, jumping back on the bandwagon, and Big Barney Ross got a question for us.
Oh, I just answered that, Big Barney. You was typing slow.
How does it feel watching Coastal Carolina being more successful than y'all?
Go ahead, give your opinion. I'll give mine. Go ahead.
No, hats off to him, man. I mean, you pretty much stated it, and we talked about it.
I will say
since Ray Tanner's left, we have.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, since Ray Tanner's left, it's been nothing but downhill since. We haven't found a good replacement, one that can consistently bring in good talent and get us back to the College World Series, get us to the Super Regionals. Well,
you know why he asked me that question? Because I threw a jab at him about Louisville.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why he asked me that question. Let me tell you this, Big Barney. I've got shirts, hats, damn even chairs with South Carolina. I got anything you can imagine South Carolina. But guess what? I got the exact same amount for Coastal Carolina because half my family went to one and half my family went to the other one. So it really doesn't disappoint me. But I know why you asked me the question because I took that shot at you about Louisville. Hey, them Clemson Taters and them Gamecocks ought to all be rooting for Coastal Carolina because that's a program that they need to look up to and try to be like. And I'm just being honest.
Yep. But yeah, it's like I said, since Ray Tanner left, we've been left in shambles, and we just haven't had the right coach to get us back there. Like I said, hats off to Coastal. They playing great baseball. They've always last 6-8 years or whatever, 10 years, they've had a good baseball program. So
I think 10 years. Listen, I read this. It wasn't yesterday. I think I read it when I got to Georgia Monday evening. That if I think I'm right here, that in the last decade, which is 10 years, Coastal Carolina is ranked 8th in wins in 10 years.
Yeah.
Think about that. Well, oh my God, Octavian. Come on.
God. Not this
Come
guy.
on, man.
Anyway. I done lost my train of thought now. Got that clown in here.
Everything laughing stock of the SEC? Man, go Octavian, come on, man. Come on. Hey, hit the damn link. Let's me and you get into it and let's get it over with in a hurry.
Oh man, anyway. Anyway, everybody hit that like button. We ain't got but a few likes on here. So come on, everybody, hit the like button. Let's get this thing trending. Let's get it going. Big Barney Ross said it sucks for me watching Louisville beat us in football, then go further in baseball, but I have no Louisville anything here.
Well, and what other schools are close to you, Big Barney, that you would pull for in Kentucky? And I'm not asking being a smart ass, I'm being honest. Because that's how we feel about Clemson. But let's just say Coker College, Newberry, Coastal, Furman. Oh, hell yeah, I'm going to pull for them. I'm going to pull for them. But Clemson, hell no, I ain't pulling for their ass. I ain't going to do it.
No doubt.
Hell, if Francis Marion And y'all probably don't even know where that's at. I know you do, Chuck. If Francis made it to the World Series, I'd fly my ass down there. I ain't gonna lie. The Citadel, I love the Citadel.
You would be a proud patriot, wouldn't you? You know what they are?
Yep. Francis Marion Patriots. You're exactly right.
Yep.
Well, hey, just so everybody knows, South Florence, where LaNorris Sellers went to high school, he could go about 6 miles across Florence and be sitting on the campus of Francis Marion.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Hey, Octavian's here. You ready?
Let's go.
All right, here he is.
Good evening, gentlemen.
What's up?
Good evening, gentlemen.
What's happening?
Jordan, you ought to be a Santa Clara you ought to be a Santa Clara fan, man.
That's where I graduated from. I am a Chanticleer fan.
Yeah, those guys called St. Show ain't winning nothing. I'll tell you that much.
What'd you say? Say that again.
I said those Gamecocks so ain't winning much.
No, not baseball. We sure ain't. But guess what? There's a Gamecock. There's a Gamecock play, and he's painted in teal green.
Oh shit! How about that football team? How about that football team? That football team better be talking about something that talk all that trash doing this all season.
Well, damn. Let me think. Now, hold on a second. Now, let me think about this real quick. Were y'all in the conversation for the playoffs?
We are in the conversation for the playoffs, sir.
No. I'm talking about last year. Not this year. Last year.
We made a bowl game.
Okay. Weren't we? Hold on a minute. Maybe I'm mistaken. Weren't we like right in the middle of the conversation?
Y'all, if y'all had the luckiest season in school history last year.
Lucky, we got the best quarterback in the damn nation. What the hell you mean lucky?
Oh my God. You said y'all have the best quarterback in the nation?
He will be eventually. He will be.
Yes, sir.
Oh, good God.
Yes, sir.
I wish we played South Carolina this year. I really wish.
I wish we played y'all's ass tomorrow.
I wish we played. And we played y'all tomorrow. We'll whoop y'all by 30.
I mean, half your damn players are getting locked the hell up. The other half's over there playing with Sunbelt Billy, or suing your damn school. So I mean, shit.
Oh my God. You got us mixed up with Florida State.
What?
You got us mixed up with Florida State.
No, I think the only head coach and program's been sued by damn recruits, the Florida Gators, sir.
Sir, South Carolina will fire Shane Beamer after this year, and that's hot take.
You crazy as fuck.
After he goes 4-8, he's gonna be fired, and y'all gonna hire Toledo's head coach to come down there and resurrect Columbia.
Hey, you mark my words on this. You take it to the bank like a cashier's check, and they give you direct, instant cash in your bank account. Okay. Shane Beamer's ass, it is 2025, will not go a damn place to 2030. Mark my damn words on that.
If y'all go 4-8, y'all gonna run his ass out of Columbia. I'll tell y'all that.
No, the hell. Hey, all these talking heads don't contribute to the program. They're not boosters. They don't know shit. Okay, Shane Beamer ain't going no damn where.
I can't wait till y'all go 4-8 again. It'll be the laughing stock of the SEC once again.
Well, y'all been the laughing stock for the last few years. So I mean, listen. Now we're all fanatics, and we all agree with that, right? And I love your enthusiasm and your optimistic view of your team. But at the end of the day, don't come on here talking shit when you the last few years.
Sir, we have a Heisman contending quarterback. We have a playoff contending team. We got one of the best offensive lines in the country. We got one of the best.
Says what? The last 2 years.
We have the best offense. Are you serious? We have the best offense. We'll beat South Carolina by 30 points. Are you serious? I wish we played South Carolina.
I wish y'all did too, because I put $10,000 on the line.
We can play tomorrow and after Georgia. We can play tomorrow. We will beat y'all there.
Bo, y'all ain't beat nobody in 2 years.
Have y'all? When the last time have y'all beat us? That's a
Say
good
what?
question. When's the last time y'all beat us?
Let me think real quick.
That
Shit, it don't
that is
matter.
that,
It don't matter. I mean, there's no more East
he
and
never
West.
Shane Beamer never beat Billy Napier.
There's no more East and West, so who gives a shit? Yeah, and times are changing. Who gives a shit?
Times is changing when South Carolina get their ass bust by Florida.
Hey, let's look at Chuck. Pull up the national rankings, preseason rankings right now, and tell me what they say. 2021, Brock. Thank you.
Oh, that's when y'all had that Water Boy as the quarterback. I'll never forget that one. That was the worst. That was the worst game. That was one of the games that we got Dan Mullen fired.
The Water Boy.
The Water Boy. Didn't y'all put him as the quarterback against us that day?
Who the hell you talking about? The damn Water Boy.
Y'all put the Water Boy out there.
You talking about Zeb Nolan?
Y'all put him out there as quarterback and y'all beat us.
Hey, that proves my point. Y'all suck so goddamn bad. The Water Boy quarterback beat your ass.
That was 2 years. That was like 3 or 4 years ago, sir. We're talking about now.
All right, let's talk about now. Let's talk about now, Chuck. What's the rankings say right now, Chuck?
Oh, Jesus.
Trying to find them. Hold on. Let's see. LSU, Alabama. This is the Athlon. I don't know how far they go.
Read them 24/7. It don't make a shit on 3.
All right. Athlon Sports, the preseason top 25. They have Florida at 11, South Carolina at 12.
We went behind each other.
That's on the Athlon. Oh, it was Jason Brown. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Hey, you're right, Brock. He was the backup to the Water Boy. Yeah, the backup to the Water Boy beat your ass.
Oh. Wow.
Anyway, Beamer's not going nowhere, Octavian. If anybody gets fired, it's going to be your boy Napier. He'll be fired before Beamer.
Oh, no. Shane Beamer is going to get fired here this season after his visible performance on the field this year. This football team getting all this hype. This team reminds me of the 2000 Alabama Crimson Tide when they was ranked number 3 in the country, and they couldn't make a damn bowl game. That's how y'all is gonna be. Y'all ranked 11.
What hype? You heard what the man just said. What hype are we getting? You're ranked 1 spot in front of us, and you ain't done jack diddly shit in 4 years.
Yeah, because we are the Florida Gators.
Yeah, you are the Florida. You're right. You know what? You're right. You are the Florida Gators that play in a fucking swamp that smells like the damn septic tank. You're exactly right.
We are SEC powerhouse. South Carolina is a bottom dweller. They haven't been nothing since Lou Holtz. They have not been nothing since Lou Holtz.
Oh my God!
What the fuck?
Please open a book. Do some homework, please.
You forgot all that Spurrier?
We're not cutting Spurrier. Y'all haven't done nothing since Lou Holtz.
You're not counting Spurrier. Oh, you talking about who made y'all a prominent blue blood program, and then Urban Meyer came in and was giving them cocaine in the damn locker room, other than your Jesus guy, Tim Tebow. So let's don't count him either.
Listen, Lou Holtz resurrected y'all program. Y'all was shits. Sparky Woods and what's the dude name and Brad Scott. And Brad Scott run to our program. That was my childhood. South Carolina, we used to schedule South Carolina for homecoming.
Well, schedule us now, Bubba.
We're not scared to schedule y'all for homecoming.
Napier, here goes Brock Lee. That's my buddy. Napier has only won 6 games 1 year, 5 the next, and 7 the year after that. That sounds like a playoff team right there, right? Woo!
We're trending up.
Just stepped up. Now say something to him. Say something to him.
So when South Carolina has won something meaningful besides beating Clemson every once in a blue moon? When have they won something meaningful?
Well, we won.
Y'all won the Dukes Mayo Bowl 3 years in a row? Congratulations on that.
We won the ACC one time when we were in that division or in that conference.
That was in the damn '60s. What have y'all done recently? Have y'all made the SEC championship game one time?
Yes.
One time in my lifetime. Once.
Yes. Under Steve Spurrier. Yes, sir.
Once.
One time. Yes.
Y'all couldn't beat Clemson on a regular basis.
Clemson right now is a better coach team. You can't say that. You can't say that because that coach of Clemson fired your dirty ass tampon wearing coach, just your head coach.
Y'all couldn't beat Wofford 1 year. Y'all couldn't beat the Citadel. Y'all was the worst team in y'all state. Y'all couldn't beat South Carolina State Bulldogs. Y'all couldn't. That's how far. That's how bad y'all have been.
Hey,
that's how bad.
Bro, P Digits, I agree. You got to love his passion. He does live in the past because he can't see the present. Can't see the present.
This is unbelievable. South Carolina winning the SEC? Are you serious? Really?
Did I say that we were going to win the SEC? No, you said that. I didn't say that. You said that. I told you we're going to make the playoffs this year. We're going to make the playoffs this year.
Oh, my God. Y'all won't be lucky enough to make the Dukes Mayo Bowl again.
Dude, what bowl did y'all play in?
We played in the Gasparilla Bowl.
What did they call that? The Cotton String Bowl?
Y'all made the Teaser Bowl and got your ass beat by Brett Billimer and then lost the argument to Brett Billimer.
Lost the argument? No, they wasn't losing no argument. Fact of the matter is my coach was smart enough to know the rules of the game and took advantage of it. But then my coach did let Brett Billimer get in his head and substitute late to keep him from snapping the ball. Now, I will give him credit there.
Yep.
Didn't y'all coach kick a water cooler after y'all lost to us twice in a row?
Man, that's years ago. I mean, come on. You liable to get off here and kick a table because I'm just handing it to your ass. So who cares?
Oh man. Boy. South Carolina has not been nothing since Lou fucking Holtz.
Okay.
Phil Petty was the best quarterback in y'all school's history.
Oh my God. Go
what
somewhere.
Go
somewhere. Go somewhere.
Phil Petty was the best thing coming out of South Carolina. Ryan, what's the dude's name? Ryan Smith or what's his name? Williams or whatever his name.
Were you about to say Ryan Suckup? He was a damn kicker.
Yeah.
Ryan Suckup, whoever. Davion Clowney was the best. Davion Clowney was the best thing y'all had since Charles Rogers.
George Rogers?
Yeah, he called him Charles.
Oh, man, I'll tell you.
Man, y'all South Carolina fans, y'all give me a tickle. At least I beat Tennessee. I'll give y'all that. Y'all at least beat Tennessee every once in a while. That tears me up with y'all. That gives me something to cheer for y'all. And y'all beat Mississippi State on occasions. Yeah, the way it's going, look like y'all gonna lose to Mississippi State. They the worst team in the damn conference.
We don't play Mississippi State.
Y'all know y'all play Kentucky. Y'all can't beat them for some odd reason.
We can't beat who?
Y'all can't beat Kentucky. You can't beat Kentucky.
We just beat the shit out of them.
It's like y'all
The hell you
Struggle.
talking about?
He
It's
said Duke
like
a
y'all
minute
str-
ago. I don't know where the hell's. Hey, how much you had to drink tonight, bro?
This is my thing is y'all struggle with the middle of the pack SEC teams, and y'all expect to compete with the Floridas, the Alabamas, the Tennessees, the Georgias, the LSUs.
When have you competed? When have you competed with any of them?
Don't be lumping Florida with all them teams.
Exactly.
They don't belong there.
We beat Tennessee on a regular basis, sir. We beat South Carolina on a regular
I think we
basis.
gave Tennessee
We
the worst
beat Ole Miss.
ass whipping. I think we've gave Tennessee the worst ass whipping they've had in the last 7 years, haven't we? Yeah, I'm pretty sure about that.
We beat South Carolina, Tennessee, Ole Miss. We beat let's see who else. Arkansas. We lost to Arkansas 2 weeks ago. We used to beat them on a regular basis.
Okay.
Oh, but anyway.
All right.
Y'all couldn't beat
Anyway,
let
you
me
got
tell you
anything else there?
anything else. Y'all gonna lose to Clemson this year in Williams-Brice Stadium. There will be no storming of the field. Clemson's gonna storm y'all field, and Clemson's gonna win the national championship.
We can't storm the field. Ain't it like a $500,000 fine?
Yeah, it is now.
Clemson's gonna storm the field.
You're right. You're right. We're gonna kick their ass, and we're gonna stay in the stands and be respectful, like it's just any other day.
Y'all can't tear down the goalpost no more.
We don't want to tear down the goalpost.
Our goalpost collapse.
Yeah, we don't like destroying our own shit.
Y'all can't tear down your goalposts. You can't
You're
run
right,
on the
because they're
field no more.
collapsible. They're collapsible goalposts. You can't tear them down.
Y'all interim coach gonna have a nice press conference when Shane Beamer gets fired, but when he loses.
Shane Beamer ain't getting. Bo, listen, I can't be no more clear. Shane Beamer's not getting fired. Okay.
Shane Beamer is gonna get fired. Y'all gonna lose to Coastal Carolina. Y'all losing to Virginia Tech the week 1 for sure. That's an L for sure.
All right, I put $100 on that.
Y'all losing to Clemson. Y'all losing to LSU. You're losing to Alabama. You're losing to Texas A&M. You're losing to who else? You might lose to Vanderbilt for sure. That's 6 L's there.
Y'all hear that noise?
Then y'all might lose to Wofford.
That's the violin I'm playing.
We don't. Yeah.
We appreciate y'all, Tavian. Join us anytime, brother. We got to roll.
All right, go get us and screw this cane cops.
Screw the Skane Cox. You right.
Oh my goodness,
the
boy,
Skane Cox.
That dude is out there, man. He's about as far left field as you can get.
Bo, I'm telling you.
But I do agree. He's got some good passion. I like that, but he throws around a whole lot of BS. That's for sure. Let me see some of these comments. We missed some comments here. Did you see the whole thing with Diego Pavia that everybody's talking about?
Hell yes.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty. I don't know. It was. I don't know. I didn't get a whole lot out of it. He's just pretty cocky and arrogant and boisterous. And I mean, hell, you got to love that if he's on your team. You know, so I don't think.
One thing's for sure. I don't know what he was drinking, smoking, snorting, shooting, but that man right there's got energy. That Octavian. Now I love him. Now I swear I do, but damn, get your facts together, please. Anyway, I got to roll, gentlemen. I just got home. Let me spend some time with the youngins. Talk to y'all later.
All right, man. You have a good one.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, there you have it. That was Jordan Dealmaker, and we had Octavian on the show. So if anybody else wants to call, we'll keep it open for a few more minutes. Like I said, I'm not going to be on here too long because I think Carolina Jackpot and them's going live. I think I got a notification a while ago. So, but make sure everybody hits that like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Had a good show so far. Like I said, if anybody wants to hop on real quick, we can talk about whatever. If not, we'll call it a night. Looks like Arkansas just gave up the lead to LSU, as LSU just put 2 on the board in the bottom of the 6. So that's the College World Series. If LSU wins, they go on to take on Coastal Carolina. If they lose, then we'll be back tomorrow with another game. Winner take all to the finals. So, like I said earlier, I'm pulling for Arkansas. And, yeah. But, yeah, like I said, last call for anybody want to hop on. You don't have to, but if you want to, get on here. We can talk about whatever you want to talk about. I know, see, you start adding people on here, and next thing you know, you don't get to cover all the topics you want to cover. But we had a good time. I think we had a pretty good show, pretty lively show tonight with Octavian and all his antics. So, but let's see here. Yeah, I'll post the link one more time, and if anybody wants to, they can. If not, we'll call it, like I said, we'll call it a night, because like I said, I ain't gonna be on there too much longer. But I have flipped a little bit through the Phil Steele magazine. Like I said in my video I did yesterday, I think it was. I just got it yesterday, so I haven't. Like I told Scott earlier, I'm not a big reader, but I do like looking at the team, the stats, the breakdown, who's coming back, who we still got, who we got in, who we added, things like that. And I had a chance to look over South Carolina some today at work, and Phil Steele. That's what I'm trying to say. Phil Steele is not as high on South Carolina as he was last year, and I get that. He, we are losing key pieces on defense. Got to add a few pieces to offense. We're still unsure if Faison's coming. I was going to be able to play offensively, so I get his take on that. That we may not, or he's not as high on South Carolina as he was the year before. But he did make a good point. We do have an opportunity to start the season off really well. First 5 games, I think our first 5 games are real winnable. We've got Virginia Tech, South Carolina State, Vanderbilt, at Missouri, and Kentucky. So 3 out of the 5 is at home, 1 neutral site game, and 1 game on the road at Missouri. So my worst case scenario, 3-2. Best case scenario, 5-0. Heading into our first bye week. And then we go on the road, of course, LSU. That's when the tough part of the schedule kicks off, like the MP just talked, I think, a couple weeks ago on the live. That's when the tough part of the schedule kicks off. Got LSU on the road. Got Oklahoma at home, Alabama at home. Got to go on the road to Oxford, Mississippi. Then we got another bye. Then we got Texas A&M on the road, and then we finish up with Coastal Clemson. So the back half of our schedule really strong. The first part. Hopefully that first 5 games gives us an opportunity to really hone in and get our pieces clicking, get everything clicking in the right direction offensively and defensively. That way, when we do get to the tough part of the schedule, we got some momentum going, and hopefully we can do real well in the month of October and November. Shane Beamer has a real good, solid track record in November. So, who are you reading about next? I have no idea. I'm just going to skim through it. I'll probably stay in the SEC. Probably read up on some of the teams that South Carolina's going to play, just to see, see what they got, what they return, and things like that. I'm not going to do a whole lot of, like I said in my video, I'm not going to do a whole lot of preview and prediction videos this season. Because like I said, I don't really have a whole lot of extra time and to put into it. And if I do it, I want to make sure I do it kind of right or make a little bit of sense when I do the video. I don't want to just get on there and just start spitting random crap out there. So I want to make sure I do it kind of right and do a good job at it. So I won't be doing any preview prediction videos. I will do South Carolina, but I won't be doing all the other or a lot of the other teams in the conference. But so I'll probably read up on all the teams in the SEC. Some of the ones we played: Missouri, Kentucky, Alabama, Oklahoma, LSU, all them schools basically. And then after that, I may jump around conference to conference. Probably read up on Clemson and some of the ACC schools, Big Ten schools, Big 12. Of course, I have to read up on West Virginia because that's my wife's team. So I will be reading up on that at least. And I did read about Phil Steele's top, 2025 favorites for the read the season. Not sure exactly what you mean there. Read the season, but I did skim across the back near the back of the magazine. He's got his 2025 favorites, for Heisman and the odds for the 2025 season. As of the first part of June, he's got Cade Klubnik 1, 10-1 odds. Nussmeier at LSU, 8-1 odd at 2. Got Arch Manning 3 at a 7-1 odd. DJ Lagway 15-1 odds at 4. Drew Aller, Penn State 12-1 odds. Jeremiah Smith, the wide receiver from Ohio State, he is a 12-1 odd. John Mateer, Oklahoma 25-1. Got LaNorris Sellers at 8 at an 18-1 odd. Sam Levitt at Arizona State 30-1. Baron Morton, quarterback at Texas Tech, 200-1 odd. And then he's got some other contenders on there. Jeremiah Love, the running back from Notre Dame, real good running back. Kevin Jennings, SMU. Ryan Williams, Alabama. Carson Beck, Miami. Dante Moore, Oregon. Julius Say at Ohio State. Miller Moss at Louisville. So he's got a lot of contenders and, possibilities, people he thinks could, if they put together a solid season, be in the running for the Heisman Trophy. But it's all speculation, and that's what it all boils down to, is how good of a season you have. That'll determine, who's going to get the invite to the Heisman Trophy ceremony. So, but like I said, links in here. Anybody want to come on? We'll hang out for a few more minutes. No, I have not. Like I said, I just looked over South Carolina today. I only get a few, about less than an hour between breaks at work. So I'm not a speed reader. So I will be reading up. Like I said, I will be reading up on the teams that South Carolina play to kind of get an idea, before I do my preview and prediction video. Before I do that, I want to read up on all of them, see what they bring in back, who they got through the portal, who they added. See what they're all about before I make my prediction video. So I'm not did Virginia Tech. I may look into them here in a little bit when I get off the line. But I haven't had a chance yet. So, and hopefully I get a chance this week and weekend to look at it. Usually I don't do nothing on Sunday. I just lay around and relax. So that might be a good time to dig into all the SEC teams, see what they're all about. And then, like I said, the teams that South Carolina play. So, so if anybody ain't going to join us, I guess we'll wrap this up. Go check out Carolina Jackpot stream, see what they're talking about. I'm pretty sure Octavian's over there spewing a bunch of nonsense. So I'll get off here. So appreciate everybody for tuning in and watching. Make sure everybody, before you leave, if you haven't already, hit that like button. If you're checking this out later, hit the like button, hit that thumbs up. It helps out a lot, even after the fact. Subscribe if you're new. Drop a comment in there after the fact. If you're watching this later, let us know how we're doing. Let us know what you think, and I'll get back to you I'll get back to you in the comment section. But y'all have a great rest of your week, great weekend, and I'll see you in the next one.